As a chef, it's your responsibility to make sure that where you're getting product is properly sourced. And it does matter of the thought process that you put into it. There is what you do for your guests and how you cook for your guests, and then how you source for your guests. Then it's also about how do you source for your staff? How do you raise your staff? How do you give your staff the ability to learn more and more and more? Sustainability is all of that. It is 100% of who we are. Because if we can take a lot of the product that comes from our local farms and influence that into the decisions that we make with the food that is coming out of our kitchens, it shows everything. It shows that our local product is really beautiful, and it shows that the diversity in our city is really beautiful. I had the opportunity with this restaurant down the street to take over a small lease, 5 years. The way I looked at it was, well, let's change it every year. The first year was 1/5 steak, and then the second year was Romance languages. I focused on French, Italian, and Spanish. Year 3 was Eastern Mediterranean. Year 4 right now is Gulf Coast. The idea of the 5 restaurants in 5 years, I learned a lot. I learned how you can make a steakhouse different. It was at that point where we started realizing that there was gonna have to be another restaurant. And so that's where Georgia James came into. What I wanted to do was like, what would it look like if you came to my house on a Sunday night? What does the music sound like? What is the steak? How is it cooked? I wanted to use a specific farm for our beef. So, 44 farms, Cameron, Texas, 3 different cuts. All of them are wet aged. This is dry aged. We work with 44 farms, which has become much less of a cattle company and more of a genetic company, to make sure that they're streamlining what their beef looks like so that they have a certain grade, so that they can cross the mother and the father to make perfect animals. We're gonna support something we believe in, and this is definitely that. For me to have won a Beard Award was fantastic. To be recognized from your peers is something that's amazing. But for me to be able to teach young cooks to be better and to think about, like, it does matter where your stuff comes from. It does matter how you cook something. I just wanna be the one that pushes everybody a little bit different.